Traditional colors of Olympiacos, the red and white. They signed two Americans, Max Irving from Piraeus, another Greek team, and Hannes Delby from the United States. Also Marios Kapocsis joined Olympiacos from Steaua Bucharest. Thanasis Christospatis came from the Hungarian team Szentes. Achilles Grammatikos from Apollon Smirnis. Stefanos Gananopoulos and Emmanuel Prekas from Idriakos. And Yannis Sirmas from Glyfada. They were the new signings last summer. And regarding history, they also met at the 2019-2020 edition, when in the group phase Olympiacos won in Piraeus, so on home soil by 6-5. But in Dubrovnik it was 13-9 for Jug, the final score. In 2018-2019 edition, 10-6 for Jug and a 10-all draw in Piraeus. They also met in the 2017-2018 edition, 8-6 for the Greeks at home and 10-8 for Dubrovnik in Croatia. In the 2016-2017 edition, they met in the final tournament in Budapest, when in the quarterfinal, Jug managed to win by 11-8 and went on to qualify for the final, and they went down against Szolnok from Hungary. And these two played in the 2016 Final Six tournament in the big decisive match, which was won by Jug Dubrovnik by 6-4. Also in Budapest, but on the Margaret Island. So that's the first stream off. Jug Dubrovnik in the white cap, they win the first sprint, and Olympiacos this time in the blue, red and white caps. Dani Merkulov. And what a great goal. 15 seconds into this game and an action goal by the Croats. Excellent start by Jug Dubrovnik. Paolo Obradovic, the first goal scorer. That's a really cool finish by the Dubrovnik number 12. Who is actually, of course, a former Olympiacos player. Also won the Champions League with the Greeks 3 years ago. And now turnover foul. A pretty slow start by the Greeks. Benic. And there's exclusion number 1. A 6-on-5 situation for Jug Dubrovnik. And it's Argyropoulos who leaves the pool for 20 seconds. So that's an extra man advantage for Jug Dubrovnik. And goal number 2. Zerdavas could do nothing about that. So 1 minute and 2 seconds into this game, and it's already 2-0 for Jug Dubrovnik. Livia Benic, the second goal scorer. Also a member of the Croatian national team. Well, Zerdavas almost managed to perform a save, but just almost. Now Olympiacos needs to do something. They need to improve. Geri Dunias. Ten seconds on the shot clock, and the first exclusion from the Dubrovnik side. Marko Zuvara is the excluded player, but the Greeks missed this chance as well. So still 2-0, and the Croats are pushing forward to score the third goal. Tomasovic. Merkulov. Benic. Shot from distance. No touch by Zerdevas. So, 2 minutes into the game and 2 goals coming from Juk Dubrovnik. And the Greeks are looking for a consolation goal. Skoupakis. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Skoupakis, and great save by Toni Popadic. And that's a corner throw for Olympiacos. Another 20 seconds for them. Delby. Yanni Dunias gets the call, but now only 8 seconds on the shot clock. Delby. Yanni Dunias, and the shot goes wide. So Olympiacos still without a single goal in their first match here in Austria in the third bubble tournament. Merkulov. And that's a great save by Zerdevas. His first one, actually. Corner throw for Juk. They are losing now a couple of seconds, and once again only 10 seconds on the shot clock. Benic. Bad pass. And it's still 2-0. So after a great start, now a couple of missed chances by Juk Dubrovnik. Skoupakis. Irving. Skoupakis. And that's an action goal. Dimitrios Skoupakis, the first Olympiacos goal scorer in this match. And he closes the gap. It's now Juk 2 and Olympiacos 1. Almost halfway through the first quarter. Goal number 4 in the whole tournament by Skoupakis. Here's Todoris Vlahos, the head coach of Olympiacos, and also the Greek national team, of course. Merkulov. Obradovic. Kuzic. All improving defensive performance by the Greeks. They haven't conceded for a while now, but now they are men down after this exclusion. Is the number 7, Georgios Dervisis, who is out, but another missed chance for Juk. Well, they scored from their first 2 offensive plays. And they win back possession. Todoris Vlahos protests against that. Merkulov, and it's Juk 3, Olympiacos 1. That's another action goal for the Croats. And goal number 7, all in all, in the Champions League season for Daniil Merkulov, the Russian international. Who joined Juk Dubrovnik in the year of 2018, came from Jadran Herceg-Novi. Irving. Save number 2 by Tony Popadic. It is a tight game between these two in this season. In the first bubble tournament back in December, when Hugh managed to beat Olympiacos by 9-8. This time, the left post saves Tony Popadic and Hugh Dubrovnik. And now they have a chance to take a 3-goal lead for the first time. And now it's Filip Kruzic, the young Croatian, who's pushing forward. Passes to Vukujevic. And that's another exclusion. Marios Kapotsis is out for 20 seconds. And that's power play number 3 already for Hugh Dubrovnik. And the bad pass. It remains 3-1 for the Croats. And that's a great quick counter-attack by the Greeks, and they tighten the gap once again to only 1 goal. 3-2 for Hugh. 2 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock. Christos Patis is the goal scorer. One of the summer newcomers who came from the Hungarian team Szentes a year ago. So really entertaining first quarter. More than 2 minutes still left here, and we've seen already 5 goals. 3 from Hugh and 2 from Olympiacos. Vukujevic. Benic. Vukujevic. And Vukujevic is the post. And that means that's a great chance to make an equalizer for Olympiacos. And one of the Croatian players, Luka Lončar, is left behind. Can they take advantage of that? Not this way. It's 6-on-6 already. Skoupakis. Another save by Popadic. Tomašević. And Slaven Fatovic with 2 defenders and no foul on him. Still 3-2 for the Croats. Skoupakis. Irving. Now we are inside the last minute of the first quarter, and that's a 6-on-5 for Olympiacos. Hervé Benic with his first major foul. Genidunias. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Genidunias, what a goal! And that's the equalizer. So after being down by 2 goals twice so far in this match, they now make the equalizer, and it's Hugh 3, Olympiacos 3. That's his first goal in this third bubble tournament. And all in all, it's goal number 8 for Genidunias. One of the key members, of course, of the Greek national team as well. World bronze medalist in Kazan in 2015. And also World League bronze medalist a year later. Now, plenty of members of the Greek national team are included in the Olympiacos squad. And now it's goal number 4 for Hugh. Luka Lončar with this great finish. So Hugh regains the lead. Luka Lončar, former world champion, won the World Championship title in Budapest back in 2017, the big final against the host team Hungary. So 22 seconds to go. Geri Dunias. Another free throw. Dervisis gets the call. And Popadic makes the save. Still 9 seconds. Krzic. The pass is too long. And that's the end of quarter number 1. 7 goals in total in the first 8 minutes. Newcat, a great start, leading by 2 goals to 0 and then 3 goals to 1. And then Olympiacos made the equalizer. But the last third belonged to the Croats once again. And that's the first quarter statistics. 50% shot efficiency, that's not bad by the Croats. 33% for Olympiacos. Six personal fouls already. 1 steal each. There's the summary regarding the statistics of the first period. So if you check the previous results, Jug started the first bubble tournament here in December against Spandau. That was a comfortable win, 13 goals to 7 for the Croats. Then 11 goals to 10 against Marseille and 9 goals to 8 against Olympiacos. So they had 100% record after the first tournament. Then they also beat Ortigia in the second one in early March. 8-6 was the final score for the Croats. And then came that horrible match against Prodeco, 18 goals to 3. Really heavy loss for the Dubrovnik side. After that they managed to beat the hard-fighting German side Spandau, 12 goals to 10. Before going down against Marseille, 15 goals to 13. Which was one of the biggest sensations of this Champions League 2020-2021 season so far. So swim off number 2, Papanastasiou, the Greek international of Jug Dubrovnik, against Christos Patis of Olympiacos. And in the end, it's Christos Patis who reaches the ball first. So now the Greeks have the first possession. Van all in the sprints. Geri Dunias. Irving. No foul on the center forward. It was Konstantinos Murikis, the captain, the veteran center forward, who tried to possess the ball, but he didn't manage to do that. Only 6 seconds on the shot clock. Benic, and that was a great one-timer, but in the end they missed the target. So no goals so far in the second quarter. Hannes Deobi. That's a free throw. And Deobi scores. He was fouled outside the 6-meter line, so that's a great goal. He was absolutely allowed to shoot directly from this free throw. That was the foul committed by Hrvoje Benic. And absolutely unstoppable for Toni Popadic. No chance for the Croatian goalkeeper. And the two Americans are absolutely key figures of this Olympiacos team. That was already goal number 9 in the whole tournament for Hannes-Peter Douwie. Irving has scored 10 times so far. Benic. And now for the first time in this match, that's a chance for Olympiacos to take the lead. Kapotsis. Douwie. Great save by Popadic. Remains 4-all. Another Croats haven't scored for a while. And they are still goalless in this second period. Papanastasiou. Krzic. Obradovic. Obradovic, great block by the Greeks. Well, they really started this match pretty slowly, but they've been improving more and more since then. And remember, they haven't led so far. Just an ordinary foul, so free throw for Olympiacos. Dervisis. Douwie. One more pass, and the bad finish. However, that was a great move for Satiros Mourikis. Says he was maybe fouled. And he is left behind. Now Filip Krzic. And a great move by the goalkeeper, Emanuel Zertavas. He is the Greek goalkeeper. Also a member of the Greek national team. And here's Vyacheslav Kovacic, head coach of Jug, former great player. Douwie. Geni Dunias. Exclusion from Jug Dubrovnik. First exclusion foul of Filip Krzic. That's the halfway point of the second period. And a great block by the Croats as well. Well, a total of 7 goals in the first period. In the second one, we've only seen one single goal scored by Hannes Douwie. So all improving defensive performance by both teams. Papanastasiou. Vukojevic. Benic. Still 4-all, which means Jug hasn't scored a single goal in this second quarter. And another effort for Olympiacos to take the lead for the first time in this match. Dervisis, Kapotsis, and another exclusion. This time it's the Greek international of Jug, Papanastasiou, is out. Geni Dunias. Douwie. They saved the ball, but now they only have 3 seconds on the shot clock. Genidunias, and it will be checked by the VAR system whether it was on time or not. Maybe in the very last moment of this offensive play, Genidunias scored goal number 5 for Olympiacos, but it has to be reviewed. And the goal counts. So Olympiacos 5, Yug 4. Excellent finish by Genidunias. So there are 2 cases when the VAR system can be used in these situations where it has to be decided whether it was a goal or not, or it was on time or not, whether it was inside maybe, and also in case of a brutality foul. So even after the match, the player can be suspended if a brutality foul is detected. Merkulov. This is the first time when Yug is trailing in this match. And now they are men up. Skoupakis is out, and Zerdevas makes the save. Now Olympiacos managed to turn the score, and now they even have the chance to double their lead. And now the last 2 minutes of the second quarter. Genidunias, and another action goal by the Greek number 4. Genidunias makes it 6-4, and now it's all about Olympiacos. They've scored a total of 3 times in this second quarter, and they haven't conceded yet. Two great action goals in succession by Genidunias. This was his third goal in total in this match. So despite that great start in this match, Yug is now in trouble. Merkulov. Kozic. This pass was not the best one. So now Dervisis pushing forward with the ball. Still Dervisis. Now only 8 seconds on the shot clock. Delby. Shot from tight angle. No touch by Toni Popadic. And this is the last minute of quarter number 2. Papanastasiou. And great save by Zerdevas. It's already save number 3. Great performance by the Greek goalkeeper in the second quarter. And that's going to be a corner throw. And the cap has to be replaced by another one, a new one. And as Delby is all right now. So another 20 seconds for Yug. And 40 seconds on the clock before half-time. Obradovic. Krizic. And the one-timer by Loren Fatovic. But it looks like that's gonna be a goalless period for Jug. After scoring 4 times in the first one, they've conceded 3 times in the second one. Still 9 seconds. And a great block. One more attempt by Jug, and they hit the crossbar, and that's the end of the second period. So big turn in this match. Jug had the lead 4-3 after the first quarter. But Olympiacos managed to win the second one by 3-0. So now it's Olympiacos 6, Jug Dubrovnik 4. And very shortly, we'll have the chance to check the halftime statistics, which has changed, of course, after the first 8 minutes. Now only 26% regarding the shot efficiency by Jug Dubrovnik. It was 50% after the first one. 35% for Olympiacos. Total of 9 personal fouls. 2 steals already by the Greeks and 2 block shots each. And we'll have the top scorers, of course. Geli Dunias is the top scorer of this match so far, scoring 3 times. So don't forget, we'll have another top match today, and it will be very important regarding the qualification for the final tournament. Ortigia from Italy against Marseille of France. That match will start at 8:15 local time. And that will be the conclusion of the first day here in the third bubble tournament. Olympiacos is, of course, a 2-time winner of the Champions League. They won their first title in the year of 2002 on the Margaret Island in Budapest, and they beat the host team Honvéd by 9-7. And they also beat the home team in 2018 in Genova. They defeated the Piraeus by 9-7 once again. That's a lucky score for them. They can confirm. A year later, in 2019 in Hanover, they went down against Ferencváros. It was 10-all after the regular time, and in a penalty shootout, Ferencváros won by 4-3. Jug will play against Ortigia on Tuesday and against Recco on Wednesday. Olympiacos meets Recco on Tuesday, and they will play against Marseille on Wednesday. Those are the remaining matches here in the bubble tournament. So the first sprint was won by Jug Dubrovnik and the second one by Olympiacos. And we are heading for the third one. And once again, it's the number 11 of the Piraeus side, Agiropoulos, who reaches the ball first. Sorry, it's Christos Patis, the number 11, who reaches the ball first. And now they have the first possession of the ball. Geli Dunias. So far the MVP of this match. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And Argyropoulos with this long-range attempt. Easily saved by Toni Popadic. Merkulov. Great goal by the Russian. And now that's a consolation now for Yug Dubrovnik. 5-6 from their view. And they desperately needed that. They didn't score in the second quarter. And goal number 2 for Daniil Merkulov in this match. Dervisis. Isospatis. Dervisis. And that's a goal. And an action goal once again by the Greeks. And the goal scorer is Dervisis, who regains the 2-goal lead for Olympiacos. And there's the long-range attempt, and Popadic had a fingertip on that. And despite that, that's goal number 7 for the Piraeus side. Exclusion from Olympiacos. The Croats only managed to hit the crossbar. Actually, the left post. Marco Jubela is the target. They still have the chance, and they are still a man up. Jubela. It's 6-on-6 already, but Yug still manages to find the back of the net, and it's 7-6 now for Olympiacos. There's the assist by Papanastasiou, and another cool finish by Daniil Merkulov. So again, Dunia is the top scorer of Olympiacos, and Daniil Merkulov now the top scorer of Yug Dubrovnik in this match, which is a thrilling one, as expected. Irving. Gary Dunias. Irving. Delby. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Delby. Fantastic action goals. Plenty of them so far in this match. So it's 8-6 for Olympiacos. And goal number 2 for the American Hannes Delby. Once again, a 2-goal lead for Olympiacos. Obradovic. Benic. Obradovic. Fatovic loses the ball. And now Geni Dunias is pushing forward. It could be a 2-on-1 situation. And now Geni Dunias can finish this turnover attack, and it is goal number 9 already for Olympiacos. For the first time they have a 3-goal lead. After the mistake of Fatovic. Quick counter-attack. And very cool finish by Geni Dunias. No wonder that Vyacheslav Kovacic calls for a timeout. Now in the third quarter already. And Geni Dunias has 4 goals to his name so far in this match. Absolutely amazing performance by the Greek number 4. maybe his best match so far in the whole tournament. Kovacic, of course, was an Olympic silver medalist back in 1996 in Atlanta, two-time European silver medalist. He's been the coach of Youth since 2015. Got the Champions League title already his first season with the Dubrovnik side. He replaced Miho Bobic in 2015. So now Hugh is in real trouble. They're trailing by 3 goals. That's a 6-on-5 for them. Dervisis is out for the second time. So just like Akiropoulos, he has 2 major fouls to his name so far. Obradovic, fantastic block. Obradovic. It's 6-on-6 already. Papanastasiou. And he scores. Similar situation which happened a couple of minutes ago when the Greeks were back in possession. Back in the squad, they already had 6 players in the water. And despite that, Hugh managed to score the goal. And Todoris Vlahos is not happy about that. Papanastasiou was the hero of the Greek national team at the 2017 World Junior Championships, which were held in Belgrade, and in the final the Greeks managed to beat Croatia. After that he was signed for Juk Dubrovnik. He was one of the key players of that Greek team. Argyropoulos. Kapotsis. Back to Argyropoulos. And the Greeks are losing the ball, and now it's Toni Popadic who tries to find someone. This time it's still by the Greeks, so still 9-7. Another quick counter-attack by the Greeks, and that's going to be a 5-meter penalty. Foul coming from Filip Kruzic. And now Geni Dunias had the chance to score his 5th goal. 4 goals out of 4 attempts so far by Konstantinos Geni Dunias. And now it's 5 out of 5. Still 100% shoot efficiency. And goal number 5, so half of the Piraeus goals coming from Geni Dunias. Now Olympiacos 10 and Juk 7. So Geni Dunias had a total of 7 goals to his name after the first 2 tournaments. And in this single match, towards the end of the 3rd quarter, he already has 5. Merkulov. Fatovic. Obradovic. Fatovic. Exclusion from Olympiacos. So Dimitrios Kumpakis also with his 2nd major foul. And the Croats managed to take advantage of that. And that's the first goal of Loren Fatovic. (10-8) for Olympiacos. Another assist by Papanastasiou. Fatovic, who is of course the son of the Australian national head coach Elvis Fatovic, makes it 8-10 from the view of the Croats. Kapocsis gets the call. Gelidunias. Kapocsis. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and an excellent block by the Croats. Now they have the chance to narrow the gap. The pass is too long. It's a really chaotic situation now in the water. It's 3-on-3 actually, but still by the Croats. And just like a swimming competition now, inside the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. They hit the crossbar, and from the rebound, it's a save performed by Zertevas. Save number 5 by the Greek goalkeeper. So still 10-8 for Olympiacos. Total of 8 goals so far in the third quarter. So it was 9-8 for Olympiacos here in December, the final score. So now we already have one more goal here. Benic. Another bad pass. This time by Marco Juvela. Now the last minute of the third period. Argyropoulos. Kapocsis. Argyropoulos. No foul on him. And still 28 seconds to go. And that's a turnover foul committed by Paolo Obradovic. Gelidunias, one of the Croatian players, Obradovic, is left behind. And it's still 6-on-5. Irving. And the clock runs down. So very interesting third quarter between UG Dubrovnik and Olympiacos Piraeus. 4 goals each in this quarter. And the score is Olympiacos 10, UG 8, right before the last period. Well, UG managed to clinch the Champions League title 4 times so far in their history. And 3 times from these 4 occasions on home soil in Dubrovnik. For the first time in the year of 1981, when they beat Spandau from Germany in the final. In 2001, they beat Olympiacos, also in Dubrovnik. 5 years later, another home soil victory against Recco in Dubrovnik. And in 2016, they won the final once again against Olympiacos, 6-4 on the Margaret Island. So these two teams already met twice in the Champions League history in the final. That would be the big surprise if they would do that once again. But they still have the chance for that. And Olympiacos wins the sprint for the third time in succession. Spatis reached the ball first. Derby. Getting to Nias. Derby. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And the first save of the last quarter, performed by Toni Popadic. So the Croats need an extra performance in the last period to turn the score against this very strong Greek side. Benic. Fatovic. Back to Benic. And what a goal by Hrvoje Benic. Now only a 1 goal difference between Olympiacos and Dubrovnik. That was his 4th attempt already in this match, and his 2nd goal. Absolutely amazing, and no chance for Emanuel Zerdevas. Derby. Great block. Performed by Filip Krzic. Now Krzic is pushing forward with the ball. Merkulov. And Merkulov scores another action goal for the Croats, and they make the equalizer. Fantastic long-range attempts by the Dubrovnik side. So Merkulov has already 8 attempts to his name so far. Oh my God, 8 attempts. And it's goal number 4. Far the most attempts by any of the players in the water, coming from Daniil Merkulov. Another vital save by Toni Popadic. Save number 10 out of 20 attempts at his goal. So 50% save efficiency by Toni Popadic. Zerdeva stands on 33.3%. And that's an exclusion from the Greek side. So the Croats have the chance to turn the score. Dunias with his second major foul. That could be another problem for the Greeks, but that's a great defensive play by them. Dervis is making the block. And that's a turnover foul. So the Croats win back possession. Or actually, the ball may have touched the rope. So that's gonna be a corner throw in this case. And this way another 20 seconds for Jug. Benic. And the one-timer by Loren Fatovic. Great reaction by Zerdavas. Another corner throw. Fatovic. Krizic. Benic. Krizic. A low pass. And it remains 10-all. Well, remember, the Greeks had a 3-goal lead in the third quarter at 9-6. And it's now an even match between these two giants. Irving. And he's the post. No goals so far by Max Irving, who was one of the best Olympiacos players in the second bubble tournament here in Ostia. Merkulov. Fatovic. Benic. 5 seconds to the shot clock. And another long-range attempt, this time saved by Emanuel Zerdavas. Benic. Benic and Zerdavas once again. 4 great saves in succession by Emanuel Zerdavas. He's also been improving his statistics in the last couple of minutes. Geridunias. Skoupakis. Geridunias. And heroic performances by both goalkeepers in the last quarter. Save number 11 by Toni Popadic. And that's a corner throw. Geridunias. Derby. Exclusion from Jug Dubrovnik. And the Greeks don't lose the ball. So 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining on the clock. And that's a timeout call. Todoris Vlahos has called for timeout. Here he is. And something is going to be checked once again by the VAR system. The Spanish referee, Mr. Xavier Buch, checking this. So the moment has to be reviewed when the timeout call was intended. And that's not easy to check, of course. And now, after this VAR review, it looks like that Jug Dubrovnik will have the chance to possess the ball. And that means that no more exclusion, no more power play for Olympiacos. The excluded player can return to the water. That's a crucial moment, of course, in this match. And it's also a 5-meter penalty for Dubrovnik. Now Fatovic can score goal number 11 for the Croats, and he scores. So it's Jug 11, Olympiacos 10. But a turn in the score. So they had the lead at 4-3 after the first quarter. Then Olympiacos went on to dominate this game, but now another turn in this one. Twists and turns in this big derby of the second, I should say the third bubble tournament here in Ostia. Here's Michael Zwart, the Dutch referee. And we are heading for the last 3 minutes of this game. Irving. Gary Dunias. Dobby. Gary Dunias. Irving. Exclusion from Jug. 6-on-5 for Olympiacos, and they need to score now. Dani Merkulov is out. Irving. Argyropoulos, and he scores. 11-all. Stylianos Argyropoulos with his first goal of this match. And still 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining on the clock. In case of a loss, of course, Olympiacos would be in real trouble. If you take a look at the rankings here in Group A, then Marseille will have the chance to go ahead of Olympiacos. Merkulov. Six seconds on the shot clock. And another exclusion. And second timeout call by Vyacheslav Kovacic. Mr. Kovacic is coming, of course, from great Waterpolo family. His father, Vlado, is a former president of the Croatian Waterpolo Federation. And his brother, Dario, is a former Croatian player. Just like Vyacheslav Kovacic, big silver medalist, and also two-time European silver medalist in the Croatian national team.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Now the last 2 minutes of this game, and one of the Olympiacos players, Argyropoulos, is not only excluded, but that was his final exclusion, so he's ejected from the game. There's the first final exclusion. And now power play for Jug. Fatovic, Obradovic. And that's a missed chance for the Dubrovnik side. Almost all the Greek players are standing and shouting on the bench, around the bench. They know that victory here against UG Dubrovnik will be very important for them. That would secure their berth in the Champions League final tournament. The Greeks only managed to hit the crossbar. But Skoupakis missed the target, but they now have still 14 seconds for this offensive play. Now we are inside the last minute of the match. Kapotsis. And the turnover foul. Papanasasiou. Two goals coming from both teams so far in this last period. And another turnover foul. And now the Greeks have the chance to win this game. One last offensive play. Skoupakis. Eight seconds. Still Skoupakis. One more pass and the long-range attempt easily blocked by the Croats. And there's the final score. UG Dubrovnik 11, Olympiacos 11. Well, after the chaotic third quarter, when a total of 8 goals were scored, Knights 2-all in the last one and 11-all the final score. And in a few moments we'll check, of course, the full-time statistics. Here it is. Almost the same shot efficiency, 35% for UG and 34% for Olympiacos. Plenty of action goals from both teams. Total of 18 personal fouls, 2 turnover fouls each, 4 steals by the Greeks and 5 blocked shots by the Croats. So we'll be back, of course, with the match Ortiz against Marseille, starting at 8:15 here. Gary Dunias, the top scorer in this match, scoring 5 times.